They said, come to Home Depot and find you a man, so here I go.
I've asked out like 5 guys this week. They're all busy. Sunday night, really?
I want to be passed around so bad, but my boyfriend just wants a monogamous relationship.
Home Depot has become a shopping mall for husbands.
This man told me the other day that because I'm a woman and because I'm 31, that I'm expiring.
I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism. I was constantly fed this idea that women can do everything. We don't really need men. Women can...
They're desperately searching for a savior. Hold the line.
They said, come to Home Depot and find you a man, so here I go. I'm at Home Depot, yeah. And I said, a man. Oh, wait.
I've asked out like 5 guys this week. Hey, free Sunday night, you want to grab dinner? They're all busy. Sunday night? Really? It's just a chill night. Dinner, drinks. Doesn't have to be late. We could meet up at 6. Not a single one of them is available. What's wrong with me?
The dating game has also changed. So the reason why men don't chase as much anymore is because they can easily go onto Tinder, go onto a dating app, and they can start swiping and find another database of women that they can start flirting with or love bombing, and do the same. It'll be a consistent cycle with them until they find somebody who's going to tolerate the bare minimum that they can give. So that's why it's important for you to understand what your standards are, because if these guys are not meeting those standards or giving you what you need, then you need to let go instead of allowing it to progress, thinking that they're going to change or improve their behavior, and then for you to have to let go of them at a later stage where it's going to be slightly more difficult and painful.
What these women don't realize is that these so-called standards they have is keeping them single. They call it standards, but it's more like delusion, and most men today will not chase a woman simply because it's not worth it, not worth the risk, not worth the efforts. They'd rather protect their peace.
Okay, I was just humbled, the most I've ever been humbled. I'm at Home Depot, and you know how all the girls do that little trend where they're like, just walk around Home Depot and pretend like you're lost to find your next guy. Literally, nobody helped me or even like approached me. I was there for an hour, and I was just like kind of walking around. I had some stuff I actually had to pick up, but like, that's embarrassing for me.
I've got a new question for you guys. Why do you think guys no longer want to get married? Here's what I think. I think migtow men have allowed themselves to be influenced by social media into believing that all women are feminists or feminazis. But in real life, you can tell people what you're looking for and what it is that you want. There are women out there that are looking for something that could be very much alike to what you're looking for. Maybe you've been hanging out with shallow or greedy people, and well, maybe that's on you and what you've been putting out there. But I think women don't reflect what the media says about them. And neither should you. Now, what's your opinion?
Over 50% of marriages end in divorce, and 70 to 80% of those are initiated by the woman. There is literally nothing in it for us. If I mess up, I lose everything in court. If you mess up, I still lose everything in court. What was the question again? Women, dogs, and children are loved unconditionally. Men are loved on the condition they provide something. I lived it. What she meant to say was that men have allowed themselves to see the truth, to realize that keeping on trying is a waste of their efforts. I'm sure somewhere in the world there are good women. You only need a passport to explore your options.
News, Tiffany's no longer my girlfriend.
Thank God, dude.
That woman was the craziest person I've ever met in my
Oh,
life.
hold up. She's actually, we're engaged now. She's my fiance. She's no longer my girlfriend. She's my fiance.
What the hell, Mike?
I am so sorry that she's your fiance. Bye.
Oh my god!
Did you cheat on me?
I was ovulating. You don't know women. You haven't grown up with women. My body, I was just listening to my body. We are chemically created. I have this chemical thing in me where I have to reproduce. My body, I was just listening to my body, you know? I was at the club, there was a man there, cute, couple drinks in. I was like, my body was like, reproduce.
What are you talking? So you're blaming science for you cheating on me?
Yes, I had no control.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to go home with him.
You obviously don't understand what it's like being a woman. Like, my body is chemically built so that I have to reproduce, and I was just listening to my body while I was ovulating. My body was screaming.
All right, well,
my eggs were like, let me intertwine with his sperm.
All right, fine. I cheated on you too.
You know how it works. What?
I cheated on you too then.
What the fuck? Your body's not built the same way. You're an asshole.
Okay, I didn't cheat on you. I just wanted to see how you like it. It fucking sucks.
Men suck. You guys are the worst.
I'm not sure how real this is, but she turned into a biologist all of a sudden. Her excuse was that she was ovulating. What a joke. This man needs to walk away.
One-night stands made me feel emboldened. But in reality, I was using sex like a drug, trying unsuccessfully to fill a hole inside me with men. Pun intended. I told myself I didn't care. I didn't care when a man ghosted me. I didn't care when he left in the middle of the night or hinted that he wanted me to leave. The walks of shame, the blackouts, the anxiety. The lie I told myself for decades was, I'm not in pain, I'm empowered. I knew it would be hard to read this. Looking back, it isn't a surprise that I lied to myself, because from a young age, sex was something I was lied to about.
When your mom asks you to go to Home Depot right after you do your hair and makeup, period. Do I need to go to Lowe's too while we're at it, while I'm already out?
Because can a man understand that when you were young, you were not, I'm not saying I slept with 100 people, but no. You know, I would go and meet different guys and yeah, like I had a different outlook. So can a man still have the right to say, you know, I don't want to, okay, fair enough, you were getting gangbanged at 14, like fucking hell, I totally get it. But I just think like, can a man look at you and think you're a hoe even though you've gone through that growth and you're not that person and you haven't slept with anybody for 4 or 5 years?
Growth or not, that matters to a man. That just says you didn't value yourself enough or didn't have a father in your life. You just allowed everyone to have a turn, knowing they didn't care about you. What about the trauma he's going to deal with from your past?
Tonight I am going to a new sex party out here in LA that requires everybody submit an STI test before you attend.
Wow, so straight away, bruv. Straight away, fam. Fam, she goes to parties where she gets to throw her box around with random strange men, bruv. Yeah, and from her first line talking about today I'm going to a party where everybody has to submit a STI checkup. Bro, that means that she usually goes to these kind of parties where they don't have to prove their bill of health. This is scary, bro.
If you are sexually active and you know that you have an STD, then you need to inform people of that. Because when you don't, and you infect that person, you are changing their life forever and they are making a decision that they do not know. Like, this shit is going to change the rest of my life. And there's nothing I can do. And I'm embarrassed. And I'm humiliated and I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid for letting someone take advantage of me in a moment of weakness. But I did not consent to this. And I'm going to get justice for myself. Because there have been so many times in my life where I haven't. And this is
for anyone that's in the dark. These transmitted diseases are on the rise. The reason why this woman is on here is because she caught it from engaging in sexual activities. This next clip will give you a better understanding of what's happening. Stay safe.
Apparently, America is dealing with a huge syphilis outbreak and no one's talking about it. Houston's syphilis outbreak shows an 128% spike in cases among women. Mississippi sees 900% rise in number of infants born with congenital syphilis. Medical professionals attribute the increasing cases of disease to inadequate prenatal health care and understaffed hospitals. Congenital syphilis can cause facial deformations, can cause premature death, can cause stillbirth. The victims are now the newborns.
Before engaging in pleasure, make sure you get a checkup. If not, you may have to kiss your life goodbye.
Men with no hose. Where are you? What are you doing? Get your ass over here.
What is your confession?
No way. I definitely had a 5.
What?
And it was right after I got done with my white friend. And it was all black guys.
This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
What are the chances me and my homies and you have a 4?
10 out of 10.
What are the chances we do that right now?
Right now.
Yeah.
In the middle of all this.
Nah, we got a B&B 5 minutes away.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Go ahead. All right, we actually got to go back to the crib. This one ready right now.
Have y'all seen this? There has been 128% spike in syphilis numbers with women.
So we're here, we're looking for a boyfriend. What's happening?
It's too late for that.
Don't get married.
Big mistake not to make. Big mistake. Enjoy the money first. Buy what you want and do everything you want.
Do you know anybody who's happily married?
No, nobody happily married.
Come on, that's not
Nobody happily married. I don't see nobody happily married. I might be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I might be wrong. Because 9 out of 10 people, 9 out of 10 people is unhappy with married. So what the fuck you gonna get married for? It don't make no sense. You have 1 million people in the world and it's 99.99
Hey, you better watch it for your wife hear it.
Fuck my wife. Start with she first. Start with she first. She make me afraid of woman because she want every blood clot thing. You know? She want everything. No. Don't marry. Marriage is not good for nobody in this world. Nobody.
That's your wife calling you.
That is fun.
Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game. Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage, married at 25, divorced at 28. Third engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork. It's something, it's a commitment you make to someone. But if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You have to go. I know it's difficult to fill out paperwork and to make appointments and to do all of these things, but this is your fucking life. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Period. Do you want to be stuck with someone?
Some of you may know who this is, but this woman is a porn star. She's had multiple failed marriages and thought to give women advice on how to be successful at divorce.
I need you to get up and leave.
If they call the police, you will be arrested.
Look,
no
we're
one's gonna arrest me for this.
Yes, you're trespassing.
Why?
You need to leave.
If you tell me to leave one more time, my raccoon will bite you.
Look, I get that you're trying to troll, but like, can you please?
Where are you going? You have nowhere else to be. Relax. I'm tired. Of what? Life. Me.
Do you think I'm a good sister?
No.
Bro, why?
You're my sister. You're mean to me.
Not all the time. Bro, we live in different states.
You're saying this shit because you're on a podcast.
No, we live in different states. That's how I mean to you. I mean to you when you're failing your classes, yeah.
I'm not failing.
A D.
It's not failing.
That's a D, it's failing.
F is failing.
A D is failing.
For you it is, because you're an A+ child.
Right, I am.
Shut the hell up. You're literally doing... Your career is in only... You can't be talking shit. You're selling pictures of whatever. You can't be saying shit. All that studying was for what? For what?
You can tell her little brother is really suffering. She did all of that studying just to end up doing a split on some dude on camera.
After being together for 39 years, what's your advice?
Just say yes, because it makes life so much easier.
Train your husband to say yes. It's life easier. Part 2 of trying to get myself a husband. Just kidding, just need a toilet. No husband, there's a damn toilet.
Thing is, women don't understand how many men actually don't mind providing for them, and how many men want a serious, committed relationship. But where are all the good men? They're just waiting for a woman who's worth providing for.
Marriage is a complete scam if you're a man. 50% of all marriages end in divorce. Second marriages have a 66% chance of ending in a divorce. And a third marriage, a lucky number 3, thinking this is the one, have a 75% chance of ending in a divorce. So why would you take a 50-50 chance at losing half your money, half your wealth to a girl? There is literally no upside for a man financially. Now you're probably thinking, you gotta find your soulmate, you gotta find the love of your life. I guarantee you, if I go to any wedding out here and I ask the bride and groom, is this your soulmate? Do you love each other? They're going to say yes, they're going to stay married for the rest of their lives. 10 years down the line, 50% of them are going to end in a divorce, and the man's gonna lose half his stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree?
These statistics are true and scary. The thing is, some people get married for the wrong reasons. These women be wanting the wedding, but not the marriage. They can initiate a divorce based off their feelings. Why would you want to risk that? On the other hand, some marriages are successful, but the percentage of that happening is really slim. Marry at your own risk.
Don't believe in feminism. I think that if men are willing to do more and do more, then they should make more. That's the first argument. Everybody's like, men shouldn't make more money than women. I don't want to be a carpenter. Get up for me. I want your seat. There's no reason we should get rid of those pieces of chivalry all for feminism. I don't know. Like you said earlier, we're taking it too far. We're taking it too far. I think that there are certain positions in society that are comfortable for a woman. And when you start pushing the men out of the other positions, then the women have to step into the ones that are uncomfortable for women. And I'm not willing to do that.
WTF? Now we must all go to Home Depot with our men.
Apparently, this man's wife found out that women are searching for husbands at Home Depot and decided to accompany her husband whenever he's going there.
You see this? We want this. We love this. We need this. But this, yeah, we don't need this.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
Thank you for the referral on that, but the Hispanic community, we're gonna have to pass on that. You could check the Asians though.
As a representative of the Asian community, after careful consideration, unfortunately, we cannot take her. She will also be banned from ever taking out Chinese again. Though, we will offer her up to the Indians.
After a not-so-thorough examination and as a member of the Indian community, we would also like to humbly deny this offer. Maybe the Egyptians would be interested.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no way. Gotta pass this one back to the white boys.
nobody takes her, I might as well. Ooh, I'm so excited. I've never had a white human before. Come and join me. We will have a lot of fun.
Why I will never date or marry a man with a high body count. One, I think that it shows that they don't have any respect for themselves and they're always seeking validation in other places. So I would say go to therapy. Two, if they're sleeping with multiple women a week, and then they decide that I'm their wife, because obviously I'm wife material, they're not going to be satisfied because they're going to be used to constantly different girls, hallways, non-hallways. Grip, no grip. They're just used to a variety, and I'm not a variety. I'm just one thing. So I know that they will eventually leave me for more variety, and that's okay. But that is why I will never date or marry a man with a high body. I don't even take this seriously.
I want to be passed around so bad, but my boyfriend just wants a monogamous relationship. It's 2024. Expecting to be with one person for your entire life is like unreasonable. I'm a young 18-year-old Latina. I'm trying to get my face blasted by multiple men. Like, I haven't even had a quickie in a bathroom stall. I have so much to live for. And you're telling me that I have to stay with this one guy because I love him so much. But there's literally guys out there with 13-inch meats waiting to destroy me. It would just be so unfortunate if I were to go my whole entire life without getting piped by at least 100 different people just to see who I like the most.
Young and stupid. I really hope she keeps that energy when she's in her 40s. If only she knew the troubles these older women are having trying to find a man. It is best to build your relationship when you are younger. Just imagine the type of content she consumes for her to be saying such a thing. She should be valuing her body and give it to someone she wants to marry, not the whole world.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain.
Want to split it?
Yeah, I'll pay half, you pay half.
Do we split the mortgage?
Well,
Do we split the car outside?
no.
Who pays the T-Mobile bill?
You do.
You have your cute little job, pay the cute little bill. This isn't fair.
You really want me to pay for all of
You
it?
want me to pay for everything and make investments for us and worry about our future? How about you take care of something?
Okay.
I think that's only fair.
This man told me the other day that because I'm a woman and because I'm 31, that I'm expiring. I didn't know I had a shelf life. Apparently this man knows. I don't know what happens. Do all the men start running away? What happens when I expire? Do I start to curdle?
Turn off. I could find a man really, really, really hot. The second he sends me an Instagram reel, you're done.
Everything is becoming a turn-off nowadays. You can't even share a moment with someone anymore by sending a reel.
Viral attention for sharing her regrets about ditching the idea of marriage and family. Now, her article in Business Insider reads, quote, "I'm 38 and single, and I recently realized I want a child. I'm terrified that I've missed my opportunity." That woman's name is Melissa Persling, and she's revealing to Fox News Digital what she thinks caused her current situation. Listen.
I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism. I was constantly fed this idea that women can do everything. We don't really need men. Women can have the great career and have the kids that they like and change the tires and do this. I mean, I grew up thinking, and men are great, but like I can do all the same things. I do feel in many ways betrayed by that line of thinking. I kind of want to go back to some of those teachers and coaches and say, what the hell did you mean by that? Because women can't do it all. We can't.
Katrina, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, I'm going to go deep here. So I have a lot of opinion on this, and I really think that feminism in some ways has really sabotaged women's happiness. And the reason I believe that is because we are asked to do all these different things, right? But then our nervous system goes whack. Like I know for myself, I'm in work mode and then mother mode and then family mode, right? And so your system just completely goes out of whack, which is why I truly believe, and I found this quote and I thought it was so telling, is that the divine feminine is the rawest, wildest, and most honest mirror a man will ever encounter. The awakened man opens his heart and goes to battle. He will tame his dragons and face his deepest shadows, since he knows that deep within, her heart will guide him home. And I think that there is a beautiful balance between the feminine and the masculine energy. And I know that as a woman, regardless of what any woman says, I think she wants to feel safe with a man, and she wants to be able to feel her feminine energy, but it's very difficult to go into that space when you're trying to fulfill all these different roles, which is what I think this woman is feeling right now, which is what I think a lot of women, right, in very powerful positions are feeling. And then there's this idea that if you're powerful, you can't be, you know, a beautiful wife or a beautiful mother. And so I think we need to go back to really the way God designed us to be, which is as women, we need men. And it makes for a beautiful balance.
This is what feminism does to women. It makes them miss their opportunities. It makes them miss creating a beautiful family. But part of the blame is that woman's fault for not realizing this earlier on in her life. She is an adult after all. Those are just the results of her actions.
So have you ever met a really good person that didn't really have much in terms of money? I have. Some of the best people I've ever known, including my dad, didn't really have much, but the best soul. So how can we support the narrative that a man has no value if he doesn't have money? Just own that it's your preference that you want someone wealthier, rather than saying somebody is a loser or doesn't have value, because that couldn't be further from the truth. And one more thing. There's a lot of women out there that don't want to work and they just want to be supported and they feel like it's a God-given right. Who said it's a God-given right? It's actually not. It's a privilege. If you are in a situation where you are being supported financially, that's just a privilege.
I agree. I'm a little confused. The money you make is your money, but the money I make is our money.
You're not confused, Greg. You nailed it. The deal what?
Is it like 5'8"?
Oh shit.
No, he's like 6'3".
Really? How big
Yeah.
is his dick? Damn. That's
What
like
the
he
fuck?
gives such
Oh
short
my
man
God,
energy that
dude.
like I thought he was like under 6
Wait, whoa,
feet
whoa,
tall.
hold on. What did you just say? It's short man energy. What does that mean?
Like,
Are you
it was
hating on
kinda
short
mean.
men?
Yeah, it was kind of mean. It was like a derogatory stance, I guess you could say. Yeah.
You know what? I'll let it slide as long as you're okay with fat girl energy. Are you okay with fat girl
I've
energy?
done my due diligence in dating a man shorter than me, so I feel like I could say that. That's it.
If short guy energy is okay, then fat girl energy has to be okay too.
Double standards at its finest. She's okay with shaming someone for their height, but when it comes to their weight, she has an issue. Absolutely insane.
And you stop asking girls to jump up and down on TikTok, you sick fuck.
You know, that would make a lot of sense if you hadn't built your entire following on.
Seems legit, I guess, though.
So do you like it when guys approach you on the street?
No.
Why not?
Usually I get a little scared. Yeah, I feel like it's usually like with bad intentions. Yeah. I'm like on my own vibe. Like I'm like, I don't want anyone messing with it.
Why don't guys approach girls anymore?
If I wanted to be approached by a male, I've actually thought about this a lot. Not that it will ever happen. Let's say that you see a cute girl in the gym. How would you approach her?
Just don't.
So if I wanted a guy to approach me in the gym, I would love it if it was like after I'm done with a set and I'm like maybe hip thrust and I have to unrack like the plate.
Oh, and help you take it off.
Yeah, if they just came over and helped me start like taking the plates off, I would be so eternally grateful.
I've done that before.
You have?
I have. I went and helped her take the plates off, and she like basically told me to just like go away. I was like, oh, my bad.
Oh.
Why don't guys approach girls anymore?
And even if you were to come up and talk to me after that, like, I would be really rude, but then once you leave, get so excited. But that's just my way of, like, interacting.
Why don't guys approach girls anymore?
And this guy comes up to me and he goes, hey, I have a question. You seem like the perfect person to ask. And I was like, okay.
Why don't guys approach girls anymore?
Why do men think they have the right to just come up and talk to you? I don't want to feel like I just can't come to the party and sit and mind my business without being approached.
See, I'm about to go out and, it's Saturday night. I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling like I look good. My hair is freshly washed and pressed. But you ain't gonna believe this. Wait. You're not really finna believe this. Ain't nobody finna talk to me. I mean, like, not one man is gonna step to me and say, what's good, ma? Like, not one man is gonna have the gall to come push up on me.
And that's why men don't approach women anymore.
Do you hear that? Shh. Do you fucking hear that? That's the sound of a man not asking me what's for dinner.
I think body count matters, so
I don't know if that's inherently entirely misogynistic, but that's kind of unpleasant to hear that men's value is somehow based in other things.
we all make judgments, whether you guys want to admit it or not. We all make judgment calls when it comes to potential partners. In the same way, like most of you just said, like, I want to date a guy who's taller than me. That is a numerical measurement. You're making a value call, so to speak, based off of a guy's height. The fact of the matter is, a guy who's shorter than you could be a fantastic partner, loving, loyal, great person. But it happens to be you might not be attracted to men who are of a smaller stature than you.
I think I'm going to stay silent. I don't want to promote further discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, I would stay silent also if I realized what I had just said made no sense.
Well, because you approach a man, that means he's not masculine?
I asked a homeboy weeks ago, how do you feel about women like approaching you? And he told me, I feel like it's cool at first, but a lot of times he's been in situations where he's felt like his masculinity has been dimmed down.
It depends on how you approach him. We live in New York. Women might pull up to you or what up, man? Like,
No.
I don't know. Like, you good up?
Definitely feel like females see things one-sided. Like, I'm supposed to provide everything and you just supposed to provide What is that, like, retarded. What yeah, you're mad dumb. If you can't give, first of all, if you can't give what he bringing to the table, why the you expect him to give more? Like, if you can't give what the he's supposed to give, don't even expect like the like that's mad weird. Like should be 50-50 in my opinion. And even if it's not 50-50,
Talk to him.
I feel like that 50-50 don't really count because now we going tit for tat for that for
Not
even, but like you, but you already
60-40.
knowing like if you don't got it, your got it. You that's feel what me?
I'm
And if your
saying.
nigga don't got it, you got it. Right. Like It's definitely, 50, I feel like that's balance right there. That's 50-50. That's balance. It's not like oh he putting up and you putting up. Like if he got that, you got that. You feel me? But say he hungry one day and you want and you buy him food. Like you feel me? Like little shit like that. Like that's like 50-50. It's not like feel me?
It's not like
I
you just using it.
Yeah, like nah, ain't none of that. Like stop expecting the to pay for you. Stop expecting the to do for you, but be loyal to you. Okay.
I think it should be 100 to 100. You should never give a person half of yourself if you are truly in love with them. You both need to take care of each other.
Madison.
Okay. Do you think our friend Nabil is cute?
Yeah, you're cute.
Thank you. Would you be interested in being Nabil's first kiss?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah? Yeah. No?
I went to a women's only gym for the first time in my life. Really inspired by the Riptor's recent series of gym tours, so I thought I'd give it a chance. The first thing I noticed is that each squat rack was only equipped with one, maybe two 45-pound plates, so I had to run all around the gym to find them for my exercises. The dumbbells also only went up to 50 pounds, which I found a bit offensive. The preloaded barbells also only went up to 60 pounds instead of the regular 120. There was only one bench press setup, and even the machines went up to a lot less than the regular weight. However, the bathroom was super nice, same with the change room. There were lots of machines and tons of cardio options too, as well as workout classes. Overall, I had a really great workout, although I was a little bit scared to make too much noise because everyone was really quiet. And here's the pump. There you go.
Dating is hard for everybody. A lot of times it brings up our insecurities and things that we think are not very lovable about us. When you are going on dates with other people, you're able to speak to those insecurities and either build them up and help them to love themselves more, or you can actually be contributing to tearing them down and creating even more insecurities. So make sure you keep that in mind when you think about ghosting, or even just the way you communicate with somebody that you have gone on a date with, or the way that you are rejecting somebody.
Guys are scared to talk to girls now. Even if they see someone, they might not want to approach you. I'm going to say something super controversial and you do not have to agree with it. But first and foremost, men don't go up to women anymore because you guys call them pervy, weirdo, and all this stuff. And you guys scream at the top of your lungs you hate men. So if men aren't approaching you, I can see why. Another thing, I also believe it's the way that you present yourself and how you carry yourself. A lot of you women in real life are really bitchy. I've seen you guys. You have like a stick up your ass, the way that you guys look, the way that you act, and the way that you carry yourselves. I get approached 24/7 to the point where sometimes it's a little bit too much, even at the gym. But I also think it's because I'm always smiling and I'm very bubbly. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the hottest because I'm not. But I'm sorry, I still get approached by dudes when girls say, oh, men don't approach us and they're scared of this and that. Probably scared of you and probably don't want you because I get approached 24/7. I don't struggle with that one bit.
I know my worth, but I like the adrenaline I get from being delusional.
I am not capable of casual hookups anymore, you guys. Clearly, I hadn't hooked up with anyone for 4 months, which is like the longest it's been probably since I've been sexually active. Yeah, and I gave in and I let my guard down, and holy fuck, sex is really sacred. I'm a little bit mad at myself that I shared it so willy-nilly. Holy fuck, I did not realize how much I have been craving a really deep love. I'm a sensitive girl, you guys. Holy shit. But now I know. Hookups are not for me. I used to be able, like a year ago, if you asked me all the names of people I hooked up with, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, wow. Sex is sacred.
Should have thought of that earlier. She belongs to the street.
She telling you that she's done giving herself up to all these guys, and now she wants a dude to have her leftovers. The only thing she's bringing into that relationship is trauma.
So I turned 30 in like 6 weeks, and I've been single my whole life, and I don't really know of any other people who are in the same position. I've got people who are like, oh my god, I've been single for so long, and like, you know, it's been like 3 years since my partner broke up with me, and I'm there like, I never had a partner. And I don't really know, like none of my friends, no one in my circle, I haven't really met anybody who actually is in the same position. I know there's people out there, so hopefully this reaches the right people. I mean, technically I did have a boyfriend when I was like 11, but we never broke up, and then we went on summer holiday, so I guess technically you could say that we were actually still together. So I've either never been in a relationship or I've only ever been in one. Jokes. But yeah, I don't know, I think it's a really weird thing because society expects you by certain ages to hit certain milestones, including partner, house, marriage, kids. And I'm like, I have none of those things. And when you're single, and you've always been single, you have to plan your life as a single person. Like when I think about the future, I can't plan my life with a partner in mind because I don't have that right now. And yeah, that's how I feel, at least. I plan my life as a single person. What are the things I want to do? I want to travel, I want to run my business. And if someone comes along and I fall madly in love and we have the best life together ever, amazing. But I think when you've never had a partner, you can't imagine what it's like to actually be in a relationship, to actually like have your person. So yeah, don't really know what I'm trying to say, but are there anybody else who has this? Is there anybody else in the same position? Let me know.
A lot of people in the church do not do prenups. I'm a church girl. I'm also a lawyer. And I totally get the we're one, we need to join our finances and we don't want a backup plan for Worst case scenario, divorce. I get that, namely because I grew up in the church. However, the divorce rate in the church is still 50%. The divorce rate in the church is still 50%.
Prenups are barely held up in court. And like she said, the divorce rates are crazy right now. The only thing you can do is to not get married and protect your peace and your assets. For those of you who want to get married, keep in mind that since the 1990 to 2020, marriage rates have been dropping. Good luck.